Now, from Nebraska's trusted news source, this is Channel 8 News at 10.
Now at 10, striking back. The U.S. is responding after American service members were killed. How America is retaliating. Then, beating the heat.
There's always something to do out here, and so we've always got something that needs to be done. So
volunteers are keeping a Lincoln Nature Preserve thriving. Why the land there depends on community support. Also, too hot to serve. Extreme heat is forcing changes to food distributions. What you need to know before heading out Monday. And made for the big screen.
It's pretty humbling to realize, I spent my whole career, people going, oh, this is very adventurous.
The latest summer blockbuster is changing the way movies are made. Why Nebraskans may have to hit the road for the full experience. But first, another day, another bout of dangerous heat. While many of us are staying inside to escape the hot weather, citizen journalist Brylan sending in this unique way to cool off. This video sent into our Now Local News app. This man's solution? Getting his head nice and soaked at a local splash pad looks refreshing. Not a bad way to beat the heat. I think maybe I want to do that a couple times walking outside. It's been so hot. Good evening, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us. I'm Mackenzie Johnson. Again, today, just a hot and humid day. Don't hold your breath, because it sounds like tomorrow has potential to be the hottest day yet in 2026. To get you prepared for all the scorching start to the work week, let's check in with meteorologist Dominic Ferraro. Dom?
Hey, good evening, Mackenzie. Hey, that was a pretty creative way to cool off. I'm going to have to take notes there. That's a good idea. And, tomorrow, perfect day to be heading out to the pool, the splash pad, the lake, because the entire state, just about with the exception of 2 counties in the Panhandle, under a heat advisory. This is from 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. for your Monday, where we could see heat indices across the state or your feels-like temperatures anywhere between 100 and 110 degrees, with those warmer temperatures, of course, coming here in eastern Nebraska. As we take a look back then at your high temperatures today, we got up to 96 at the Lincoln Airport, 97 for Beatrice, and a few spots out towards the west, including McCook, Ogallala, Scottsbluff, Shadron, Valentine, just to name a few, reaching the triple digits today. And they were a little less on the humidity side of things. That allowed them to get a little bit warmer, but even us here still saw heat indices today in above 100 as well. Quick look outside here, North 48th and Cornhusker Highway, your ABC seamless camera. It doesn't look hot out there, but it's still plenty hot and humid, with temperatures right now into the mid 80s and dew points well above where I would like them to be at this time of the evening. Upper 70s then for Broken Bow, North Platte, a few more 80s sprinkled in there as you head towards the west. Valentine still at 91 degrees. We're kind of monitoring a line of showers that have tried to get going here this evening, and haven't seen a whole lot of that. We'd certainly take the moisture, especially out towards the west. But heading out the door then tomorrow into the upper 70s already by 8 o'clock, then the upper 80s as we head close to lunchtime, and then upper 90s to temperatures in the lower triple digits as we head towards the afternoon. So another hot and humid one ahead here for Monday, but relief coming towards the middle of the week. More details coming up in a few minutes.
All right, thank you so much, Dom. Now, even with these extremely high temperatures blanketing southeast Nebraska, one group of volunteers choosing to spend their Sunday outdoors. Their efforts come as a way to preserve one of Lincoln's favorite nature spaces at the Prairie Pines. Channel 8's Emma Norwood spoke with the group about beating the heat. She has the story for us tonight. Emma?
The extremely hot temperatures aren't stopping volunteers from grabbing gloves, paintbrushes, and shovels at Prairie Pines on Sunday.
we'll rotate people around on different positions. On some of the work days when it's a little bit cooler, we may have a couple dozen people. Days like today, we just have a few folks, but we're glad they came out.
The Wichiska Audubon Society inviting the community to help clean up the trails and buildings around the nature preserve. The 145-acre prairie is full of life, with multiple different sections dedicated to crops, kids areas, flower gardens, and of course, a native prairie. The work may be challenging for the group, especially during the heat, but without volunteers stepping up, the preserve wouldn't be as well kept as it is today.
Great to have volunteers help out because it cuts our expenses, because there's always something to do out here, and so we've always got something that needs to be done. So by having volunteers come out on one day a month and help with some of the bigger jobs, painting, staining, helping out in some of the gardens, doing some tree pruning, things like that, it really helps out. So it helps us out, it helps the Prairie Pines out, the Nature Center out here, and it just makes it better for everybody.
One of the goals of the day's work, cut down some of the overgrown grass areas, including the spots around this big oak tree, which I got to sit in for a chance to cool off. Something the Wichiska Society hopes more people can experience.
We're just trying to get the community involved, especially Northeast Lincoln. The other side of Lincoln, the west side, has Pioneer Park and Wilderness Park and places like that. But in East Lincoln, there's not a lot of places to go. And this is close to town. We're just 2 miles outside of town at 112th and Adams. And so we're just trying to get people to come out and check us out.
Reporting in Lincoln, Emma Norwood, Channel 8 News.
Props to them for doing all that work in the hot weather. Thank you so much, Emma. Another sign of just how hot it's getting. The Colfax Recycling Center in Schuyler is closing for the day tomorrow. Officials say the decision is made to protect employees from all the extreme heat. And Schuyler isn't the only place pivoting due to the extreme hot temperatures. The Food Bank of Lincoln also changing plans because of the dangerous temperatures. For that reason, they're canceling their Lincoln Fresh stop at the Dialysis Center of Lincoln tomorrow. But the Wahoo distribution, they say, will go ahead as scheduled. Well, we want to see how you're staying cool during this hot stretch. Whether you're getting your hair wet in a splash pad or going to the local pool, you can scan the QR code there on your screen and download our Now Local News app. Send in photos or videos of how you, your family, even your pets are beating the heat. Not only can you make some money, but your video could be featured right here on Channel 8. Breaking now, the second family just got a bit bigger. Vice President J.D. Vance alongside Second Lady Usha Vance announcing the arrival of their fourth child today, and it's a boy. Alec Neil Vance arriving earlier this morning. This marks the first time in 150 years that a sitting vice president has welcomed a new baby while in office. The United States carrying out strikes after the death of another service member in the Middle East tonight. In a statement, U.S. Central Command says a person was killed in Iraq. It happened when service members were carrying out a detonation of a downed Iranian drone that hadn't yet exploded. But CENTCOM also saying they found the remains of another person in Jordan after the Iranian missile attack killed 2 service members yesterday. Officials are now working to uncover the identity of that person as one service member is missing in action. Now, this now means 3 Americans have died this weekend, and in total 17 have been killed and more than 400 wounded in the war. Both sides now saying the ceasefire negotiated in mid-June is over. Here's ABC's Allison Kosick with the details.
For the 9th consecutive night, the U.S. military has been launching strikes on Iranian targets, now singling out the Revolutionary Guard, which the U.S. says is responsible for targeting American troops. Iran striking back on U.S. bases in Kuwait, Jordan, and Bahrain. Videos circulating online appearing to show projectiles raining down on a U.S. base in Jordan. Less than 48 hours later, air raid sirens ringing out again today. CENTCOM announcing that human remains were found at the site where 2 service members were killed in that Iranian attack on that base in Jordan. The remains could be those of a missing 3rd service member. CENTCOM also announcing that an additional service member was killed in Iraq during a controlled detonation of a downed Iranian one-way attack drone. If the remains are that of the missing service member, that brings the American death toll since the war began to 18. And now more American warplanes are reportedly headed to the Middle East. The New York Times reports F-16s from Germany and stealth F-35 fighters from Britain are being sent, along with aerial refueling capabilities. This ongoing conflict has brought traffic through the Strait of Hormuz to a virtual standstill. According to data from Kepler, only 8 vessels passed through the critical waterway on Friday. But the administration says that data is wrong.
Almost all the public data I've seen is incorrect. There's flow through 2 routes through the Strait of Hormuz.
With tensions escalating in the Middle East, Americans overseas are being advised to exercise increased caution. The State Department saying groups supportive of Iran could target Americans worldwide. Allison Kosick, ABC News, New York.
Well, oil prices are climbing as the fighting between the U.S. and Iran ramps back up once again. U.S. crude oil is now trading near $85 a barrel after new American strikes and Iranian retaliation over this weekend. And if you're filling up this week, you may want to do it sooner rather than later. Wake up with Channel 8's Andrew Ward to check in with Gas Buddy tomorrow morning. He'll let you know whether the rising conflict in the Middle East could send prices higher here in Nebraska. Our morning shows start at 5, 6, and 11 a.m. Right now, another candidate in Nebraska announcing the suspension of their congressional campaign. Today, independent candidate Austin Allman taking to social media to announce that he's dropping out of the 2026 race for the House of Representatives. Allman was running against Republican Congressman Mike Flood for Nebraska's 1st congressional district. He describes the decision as personal, saying with the decline of his father's health, this is what's best for him and his family, writing, quote, "Family comes first, always." He says while the choice was a difficult one, he remains hopeful, knowing other independents will continue to fight for similar political ideologies. Well, stick with us. We have plenty more coming up after the break, including a close call. A driver allegedly blew through a closed lane at a crash scene. How it nearly ended in tragedy. We'll be right back. And all new tomorrow morning. Back before council, Meadow Lane Pool is asking for additional funding. Wake up with Channel 8's Andrew Ward to find out how the request could impact the project.
And we have one more day of high heat and humidity before we gradually cool down for the middle of the week. Those storm chances do make return then to the forecast. More details coming up after the break.
Weather can change in an instant. That's why Channel 8 never stops watching. Coverage you can count on, bringing you Nebraska now.
Green's Furnace and Plumbing has continued to be your trusted, locally owned and operated plumbing and HVAC professionals for over 100 years because of you, our loyal customers.
Thank you, Lincoln.
Thank you, Lincoln.
Thank you, Lincoln. Thank you, Lincoln.
Whether it's through your plumbing or heating and air needs or giving back to the community like sponsoring Lincoln Youth Football and the Capital Humane Society, we look forward to continuing the tradition of our family serving your family.
Thank you, Lincoln.
There are trucks, and then there's the Sierra with employee pricing for everyone. With the capability to handle what life throws your way. That's the GMC Sierra, leading where it matters most. GMC Sierra, it's the truck. Celebrate Independence Day with employee pricing for everyone on all GMC Sierra 1500 models. With 0% APR, that's over $13,000 total value on this Sierra 1500 Denali.
It's Christmas in July at Schaefer's, and Santa's not dinking around this year. Get store-wide savings that are a smash in every department. Save big on top-name mattresses in the Sleep Gallery, up to 48 months interest-free. Score amazing deals on all high-def TVs and audio systems. And we're not leaving out the kitchen with Santa-sized savings on all appliances. Plus, get free local delivery on any purchase $7.99 and up during the final days of Schaefer's Original.
Christmas in July.
Channel 8 Eyewitness News is brought to you by Menards.
Get an 11% rebate on everything at Menards. We carry a huge in-stock selection of ceiling fans that add elegance to any room. Find your style with this Patriot Lighting Covington ceiling fan. Pick it up now for a value of $139.99 after rebate. Ceiling fans also help save on energy costs year-round. Hunter fans create the perfect look for your spaces. Right now, this Hunter Quiet Breeze ceiling fan is a value of $84.99 after rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
New tonight, a close call in York County. The sheriff's office says deputies were helping with a rollover crash on I-80 this morning, and one of their canine units was directing traffic. But authorities say a vehicle going 75 miles an hour went into the closed lane and hit a traffic light beacon. The sheriff's office says that driver then quickly merged into the other lane, cutting off a semi-truck and nearly hitting the canine unit. Deputies stopped the driver soon after, arresting them for willful reckless driving and criminal mischief. They say this situation shows that one moment of not paying attention behind the wheel can have life-altering consequences. Right now, Christopher Nolan's newest film is making movie history. The famous director's latest epic is the first feature film shot entirely with IMAX cameras, and The Odyssey already drawing moviegoers to the biggest screens possible. The film marks Nolan's first project since Oppenheimer, which won 7 Oscars, including Best Picture and Best Director. This time, he's adapting Homer's The Odyssey, an epic following Odysseus' long journey home after the Trojan War. Nolan calls the story's traditional structure surprisingly modern and the perfect fit for his filmmaking style.
It's pretty humbling to realize, I spent my whole career, people going, oh, this is very adventurous, non-linear structures or anything. And then you go back to the oldest text that we have, of literary text, and it's radical in its structure, in a really engaging and exciting way.
The Odyssey stars Matt Damon as Odysseus alongside Tom Holland, Zendaya, Anne Hathaway, and many other household names. Christopher Nolan hopes his latest installment gives audiences a reason to experience movies on the biggest screen possible. And if you're hoping to see the Odyssey the way it's intended, you won't have to travel too far. The closest IMAX theaters to Lincoln are in the Omaha area, but a true 70mm IMAX, well, that's much rarer, with just 25 theaters in the U.S. capable of showing the film in its original format. Happening tomorrow, a Lincoln gas station is putting a pause on their pumps. A lot of people use their Sam's Club membership to take advantage of lower gas prices, but for a few weeks, that might not be an easy option. The Southeast Lincoln Sam's Club near 84th and Nebraska Parkway is closing their gas station starting tomorrow. They've got signs up explaining those pumps will be shut off until the end of September, but it's for good reason. They are expanding. You can see a long line here of customers filling up before it's closed in this video sent in by citizen journalist Brian to our Now Local News app. The good news, the Sam's Club on 27th and Superior will keep their gas station open.
Now, your Storm Alert Team forecast with meteorologist Dominic Ferraro.
Well, folks, we have almost made it. We have one more day of just oppressive heat and humidity in southeast Nebraska. That coming here on Monday, but that likely going to be one of the warmest days we've seen in this stretch of hot temperatures and potentially even the calendar year. I know this has been a popular stat I've used a lot, but 97 is the highest temperature we've seen in Lincoln all year. That actually back on March 21st. So it's been a while. We've gotten to 96 several times, including today, but looks like tomorrow then we could finally make a good run to top that value, maybe even reaching then the triple digits here in Lincoln. And relief is in sight as we head towards the middle of the week. We'll have a couple cold fronts move on through that, ultimately drop your temperatures down into the 80s, which are going to feel fantastic compared to the 90s that we've been dealing with for quite some time here. And with that, showers and thunderstorms do return to the forecast, which also isn't necessarily a bad thing. There's certainly some spots across the state that could use the moisture. Unfortunately, that also coming then with the potential for severe weather, mainly for our folks out in northeast Nebraska. We do have a marginal level 1 out of 5 risk here for the Omaha Metro, up closer then towards the Norfolk. And then once you get into portions there of northeastern Nebraska and into western Iowa, we do have that slight level 2 out of 5 risk, meaning scattered severe storms are possible. Now, in the strongest storms that do pop up in that area, large hail, damaging winds, kind of the main concerns that we're keeping an eye on. But it's just, we've been quiet from severe weather for some time, and we'll get back to that then as we head towards later in the day there on Monday. But as we take a quick look here in the capital city on your ALA Communications camera, nice little picture there of the moon too. That's kind of cool. Taking a look there west at South 21st and L Street. Temperatures here in Lincoln still in the mid 80s as we are just after 10:15. The sprinkling then of the 70s and 80s across the state. Valentine's still at 91 degrees. Yeah, that's warm. And taking a closer look here in southeast Nebraska as well, 86 in Beatrice, 86 in Omaha, 82 in Wahoo, 83 in Grand Island. So that with dew points here in the 70s makes that air definitely feel thick. One of my favorite phrases I've heard is the air you can wear, and this certainly is the case here this evening. Those dew points are plenty high, and clear skies at the moment. We'll keep an eye on the potential for a little bit of low-level cloud cover in the morning. The winds, though, will pick up, and that might actually help us out just a tad there. And still keeping an eye then up towards the north here of a few showers. At one point, they were kind of more worried about severe weather with these. I think at the moment, these have thankfully stayed on the weaker side, but it's so worth continuing to monitor there for especially folks in far northeastern Nebraska. We stay clear, though, down here in southeast Nebraska for the start of your day on Monday, and high pressure across the area. It does keep then mostly clear skies for the majority of us, though there's a few passing disturbances off to our north and east, and then those storm chances do pick up here as we head towards your Monday afternoon. This is about dinner time here on Monday. As you can see, kind of a scattered line of showers and storms, mainly there for portions of Iowa, but a few of those storms that we saw there on your SPC outlook might make their way here into eastern portions of Nebraska. Now clear as we head into the start of the day on Tuesday with a few passing clouds there and maybe a shower or two for the morning commute. But ultimately, temperatures there back into the low 90s by the afternoon. And we first have to get through Monday, though, before we start to see those temperatures drop. A lot of 100-degree marks here on your forecast with heat indices, your feels like temperature anywhere between 100 to 110 degrees. So it's certainly going to look plenty toasty out there. Now, as we take a look at the extended forecast, as we mentioned, we take a brief trip down into the 80s. But after a few storm chances by next weekend, we're looking at highs returning to the 90s.
All right, thank you so much, Dom. Coming up in sports, we're going to take a look at some local baseball, diving into the World Cup final, and we're revealing our athlete of the week. Stick around for the Sports Zone.
Now, from the Channel 8 Sports Zone, sponsored by Green's Furnace and Plumbing, here's Channel 8 News Sports with sports anchor Jake Homan. The Channel 8 News Sports Zone.
And welcome into your Sunday night sports zone. Happy Sunday for all those out there. Let's get right into the action. The Royals looking to open their second half with a sweep over the Padres today. Bottom of the first, Jack Haglione going to launch this one to right heel for the solo shot. Casey out in front first. And while it was a great start, it was a different finish. Royals were out hit 19-8 today. San Diego cruising to a dominating win, 19-2. Royals fall in the series finale, but hey, they take the series. And check this out, former Husker and now Kansas City Chief Emmett Johnson throwing out the first pitch for Nebraska night at Kauffman Stadium on Saturday. Johnson posting these pictures on his Instagram today. You just love to see the former Husker engraving himself in Kansas City, and it should be exciting to see how his future as a Chief pans out. And here's your Salt Dog score tonight, 6-2 your final in favor of Sioux Falls. Lincoln gets swept to open up their second half of the season. Let's talk some FIFA World Cup final match happening at MetLife today between Spain and Argentina. Man, this one went down to the wire. Spain wins it 1-0, defeating Argentina to capture its second World Cup title, their first since 2010. And the 106th minute, Spain scoring the game-winning goal and would hold on to that 1-0 victory. What an awesome World Cup it truly was here in the U.S. And the Cornhusker State Games wrapping up this weekend, and one Norris soccer player showing out on the golf course. That's why he's been named our Athlete of the Week.
The following segment is sponsored by Menards.
Just an opportunity each year for our kids to go out.
At this year's Cornhusker State Games, a group of Lincoln kids showing out at the foot golf competition. Incoming freshman at Norris High School, Ollie Forel, took home the gold, shooting a 29 on the 9-hole course at Jim Aker. His father, Doug, says Ollie has always been the ultimate competitor.
Kid that loves competition, likes to get out and just go as hard as he can. It's probably one of the areas that we work on the most is rest and recovery because he doesn't have an off button. And so anytime he can get into competition, he's usually there, and this is just a good outlet for that.
It's the second year in a row Ollie has had a share of the stage, and it was with his same classmate of his, Carter Steeb. They both go to Norris. Last year, they tie with a playoff where Carter took first and Ollie second, but this year they both tied again, but mutually agreed that this time Ollie take home the gold and Carter take home silver. Ollie's father says it's cool to see the growth of foot golf in the Lincoln community and hopes moments like this can expand the Norris soccer community to get out there each year and compete.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope that it brings more awareness to the sport. Just doing life, right? I think that's a big part of foot golf is an opportunity for them to do life together, to just have fun and add a little bit of competition around a sport that they all love. It's been fun the last couple of years, and hopefully over the next couple of years we can get more boys out from the North Soccer Club to play together.
And well, to wrap up the Sports Zone, I just want to say two words, which is thank you. Tonight is my final sportscast here at Channel 8. It's been truly an amazing ride these past couple of years. Before I moved here from the East Coast, I honestly couldn't point out Lincoln, Nebraska on a map if you asked me. But I quickly learned it's America's best kept secret. Every atmosphere here in Nebraska, no matter the sport, the venue, or time of day, I was just truly blown away by how awesome the Husker and Nebraska community truly is. But this experience wouldn't be possible without my coworkers and now lifelong friends by my side. A big thanks to Nate Johnson, who's been an incredible help for 2 years, and so many others at this station that I've been grateful to work with, and to all those behind the scenes as well. A big thank you for allowing all of us to do what we do. You have all made this place so special. And of course, a big thank you to our viewers here at Channel 8. I just want to say thank you for supporting all of us and the work that we do. Every single one of you has been so nice, greeting me with a smile and a hello, and I really appreciate it. And there truly is no place like Nebraska. I really mean that.
Oh, of course. And you know, from us, we want to say too, it's been great to work with you. I think maybe people don't see it fully, but the people that we work with really do become great friends, and it's a lot more than just what we do on air. You know, we get to have a lot of fun times off air together too, putting together all these great shows for you guys. So
I will say, I will be here Wednesday, so this is my last sportscast is all. So, but again, yeah, thank you so much.
Well, we wish you the best of luck. You're gonna do great things. We're so excited to see what comes next. So. It's gonna be some awesome stuff. Anything you want to say, Dom?
You know, absolutely. I'm kind of echoing what Mackenzie said there. I mean, Jake has been an absolute pleasure. He comes in, you know, he's always putting his 110% into what he does, and with Husker sports, you have to. I mean, just like the weather here, it keeps all of us on our toes, and you know, the bond us weekend folks have really grown together too. Has been super special. So, Jake, it's been a pleasure working with you.
All right, thank you, Dom. Thank you, Mackenzie.
Oh, absolutely. Well, thank you guys so much. We'll be right back after the break. Well, even moose are looking for ways to beat the dangerous heat. This bull moose finding a creative way to cool off during Nebraska's stretch of extreme heat. A state trooper spotting the animal standing in an irrigation ditch near Scotts Bluff today. The State Patrol reminding everyone to stay hydrated and stay cool like Mr. Moose. How adorable is that? Well, yeah, you're going to want to be in the pool, Dom.
No, absolutely. That sounded like that's going to be my Monday afternoon right there. Maybe not in the irrigation ditch, but certainly the pool. Hot and humid, though, for the rest of your Monday. Cooling down as we head towards the middle of the week. Storm chances starting Wednesday night into the end of the week there as well.
All right. Thank you, Dom, and thank you all for joining us. Have a good rest of your night. We'll see you back here tomorrow.